Ooh woo. Okay, how's everybody doing today? Hope we're doing all right. I guess I should adjust the camera a little bit so that it's like looking at me. Had a little bit of technical issues, mostly due to needing to reset my password and Stream key and all of that because of the issues. But I think everything is all set. Ooh, sleeping 90% of the day. I am jealous. Very jealous. All right, so today we are going to continue uh, playing Gabriel Knight. I love the rainbow of emotes, Kiss. Absolutely love them. The new ones are great. You are not spamming my chat. I think you are incapable of spamming my chat or really violating any rules. You have kind of an executive override on everything. Well, stay at the beach. Watch at the beach. Beach is good. I love you too, my dear. So, I was saying something, and then I got distracted by colorful emotes. No, just a couple updates. I did actually get a new microphone that I am playing around with. I think I have it working well, but anybody let me know if you're hearing issues, if it's not picking up my voice correctly, or if it's you getting echoes or anything like that. I think I've got it working well, but we'll see. And we might as well get into it. When last we left our brave heroes, no, when last we left our heroes, Grace had just arrived in Germany and she wasn't happy because she felt like she was being left out. Oh, that's very interesting, Orc. I wonder what's up with that. Grace is mean initially. Grace will get better. Grace is. I believe last game Grace didn't realize how she felt about things, and this time Grace is having difficulty dealing with how she deals about things. So let's load a game. We're in the castle. Grace is very salty. Yes. Yes, indeed. All right.
I don't have anything to say to her right now.
Yeah, we know. We know, Grace. So, there's not much to do because Gertie won't let us into the library because that's for the Schottenjäger. So let's.
I thought Gabriel said this place was stripped. Guess Gerda's been busy shopping with the new Ritter fortune.
Oh. Ooh, yeah, you can hear the salt on that one.
I thought Gabriel said...
Yeah. Okay. That is a lot of putting coat on. Okay. Thank you very much for the lurk, Antoinette. I appreciate it.
Schloss Ritter, birthplace of Gabriel's genetic code.
She is very salty.
Grace Nakamura. That must be Gabriel's car. I wonder where the keys are.
Gabriel has such a dull car. I think you liked the motorcycle better. Alright, so let's go into town, see what's going on in town. Actually, I like Rittersburg. It's a nice, very quaint area. Anything?
I wonder what kind of flowers these are.
Don't you know, Grace? I thought you knew everything.
I wonder what kind of flowers these are.
Let's head this way. Let's see what we got. Very nice fountain there. Ooh, post office. Oh, you know what we didn't do? I don't think we checked Grace's inventory. We should look at Grace's inventory.
My notebook.
Grace has a notebook.
My wallet.
Grace
I
has
converted some cash to marks at the airport.
Nice. So we're traveling on the road, Orc. I love it. I love it. Let's do some driving. Don't speed. Don't do anything crazy. Professor Barkley.
Bert Barkley knows more about history than I ever will, especially at this rate.
Orc is dedicated. I really, really appreciate it. Thank you for your dedication. And, ooh, the letter that Gabriel wrote in the last chapter. Something's come up. I'm on a new case. Too bad you're not here to help, but Gertie can handle any research I need. I'll call her right as soon as I can. In the meantime, go ahead and fix up the shop a little if you want. You know, flowers and stuff, but don't go overboard. I kind of like the old place as it is. I now have a lot to decide, but that and the new book are going to have to wait. I have a feeling this is important. Tell Grant I send my love, Gabriel.
Gracie.
Oh,
Something's come up.
here, we could have done this.
Too bad you're not here to help, but Gerda can handle any research I need. I'll call her right as soon as I can. In the meantime, go ahead and fix up the shop a little if you want.
Professor
flowers and
Broccoli.
stuff, but don't go overboard.
Perfect.
I kind of like the old place.
Let's not start that up, Wesley.
Decide, but that and the new book are going to have to wait. I have a feeling this is important. Tell Gran I send my love. Gabriel.
Right.
So this is where I've been sending Gabriel's fan mail. There's no one there.
Ooh. Ring the buzzer for no reason.
Grüß Gott.
Grüß Gott.
Womit kann ich Ihnen dienen?
My German isn't good enough for chit-chat.
Oh. I don't have anything to do with her. Oh well.
Danke.
Bitte.
That was fun. Okay, let's go. Let's go here. Here's a place. Ooh, it's a bar.
I don't want to disturb him.
What seems like a bad idea? Going to a bar?
Pretty damn cute. I wonder who he is. I have no idea what that says. Looks old, though. I wonder who he is.
That is a badly photoshopped beard and mustache on the same dude. Ooh, here's the old guy from the intro movie.
Guten Tag. Sind Sie Werner Huber?
Yes. Huh. You are an American, huh?
Guess I haven't quite got the accent down, huh? I'm a friend of Gabriel Knight. I'm staying at the castle.
Good.
Staying at the castle. What, does that mean to me?
You're the proprietor of this Gasthof?
Yes.
It's very nice. Do you mainly serve food and drinks here?
Oh, we have guest rooms upstairs, too. Yeah.
Oh? Does Rittersburg get a lot of tourists?
Some, not so many know about this place. It is perhaps better that way. Germans on holiday come here. Foreigners find their way here one way or another.
You speak English very well.
Yes.
How did you learn it?
Wolfgang taught some of us. He thought we should know.
Really?
Wolfgang.
Why?
That is a very good question, is it not?
That's how awesome Wolfgang was. He taught people in the community to speak English so that they would be able to communicate with Gabriel.
I never got to meet Gabriel's great uncle. What was he like?
Oh, he was a true Schattenjäger. Yeah, like in the old days. He knew things.
What kinds of things?
Things. He had, how do you say it, the sight. He was a very good man to go to when you needed advice.
It must have been hard for the town when Wolfgang died.
Yeah, it was bad, yes. But not a surprise. Gerda knew. It was harder on her than the rest of us.
Really? Were she and Wolfgang close? You said Wolfgang was a true Schattenjäger. I suppose Gabriel... I mean, he's probably not what you expected.
Oh, we shall see with that one. Yeah, one cannot know the quality of the iron until it has been into fire. We shall see.
I really like this guy. I just really do. He's got that kind of wisdom to him. I think that if they had done the live action actors for the first game, this guy would have made a pretty good Uncle Wolfgang.
Tell me about Rittersburg.
It is a small town, private. We keep our business to ourselves.
You mean about the Schattenjägers?
Oh, the Schattenjägers, sure. The Schattenjägers are of this place, and this place is of them. We believe in the old ways here. It has not changed much over the centuries. We still remember what the rest of the world has forgotten.
And that is?
That life is a battle between the light and the dark. Do you know this?
I think I mentioned that I was a friend of Gabriel Knight.
Yes.
Well, I came to help him on a case. A Schattenjäger case.
This is good.
Well, we got our wires crossed and he'd already left by the time I got here. But Gerda mentioned that he was on a case for you.
No, not for me. For my cousin, Sepp.
Lots of cousins around here. Is Sepp in town?
No, he and his wife went north for a few weeks. He does not live in Rittersburg anyway.
Oh. Well, perhaps you can help me then.
How do you mean?
Gerda's not sure where Gabriel is exactly, but you know where I can find him, don't you?
It is not my business to tell people where to find the Schattenjäger. It is maybe not so safe, you see.
Yes, I do see, and I appreciate your caution, really. But we worked together on his last case, and believe me, you'd be doing him a favor.
If he wants you to help him, he will have to contact you at the castle and tell you where he is himself.
Great. Do you know how long Gabriel will be gone?
If he is a good Schattenjäger, he will not come back until he has done what must be done. If he is not, who can say? Maybe he will not come back at all.
What must be done? Can you tell me what Gabriel's case is about?
What?
Not specifically, of course, but in general. On our last case, we had to deal with a voodoo cult. I was just thinking if I just knew what he was up against, maybe I could do some research.
Well,
He left so quickly, I guess. He didn't have time to investigate here at all. And the Schottenjäger archives might have something pertinent in them, if I knew what to look for, that is.
yes, that is true. There is much to be learnt from the Schattenjäger past.
Exactly. Gabriel
Finally,
is new at this,
some
you know?
bullshit that
and
he will
Wolfgang's
buy.
not around to give him advice.
All right, young lady. I will tell you what it is you need to look for.
Yes?
Werewolf.
Werewolf?
Werewolf.
Gabriel's new case involves werewolves?
You don't believe in such things.
I don't know. It's a little outside.
Perfect.
If you truly want to be an aid to a Schattenjäger, you will have to believe in such things. Things that are outside. If you cannot,
Aha. That must be a penny emote.
All right. A werewolf. What do you know about them? Werewolves, that is.
some things. This is not the first time that Rittersberg has seen the work of a werewolf, or even a werewolf itself.
Really?
Oh, no, not in my lifetime, you understand. But I was told of it when I was a boy. One was brought to town. It had killed many people. The Schattenjäger caught him. He was tried here.
When was this?
1700s, I think, somewhere around in there.
Thanks.
Bitte.
I just really like that guy a lot. Helpful, nice, but extremely reverent and respectful of the Schottenjäger. Yeah, I guess it takes a little bit of work for some people to really alter their belief system. Like believing that she's got the hots for a guy that she claims to not like at all. I don't necessarily need to go there again. Okay, that's the other end of town. The one thing that I really miss in this game, as opposed to the earlier game that had a lot of all those interactive cursors, is you don't get to poke around and get nice descriptions of everything that goes on. It's just you hit a hot spot and the cursor changes. It made things simpler. It made things, easier to grasp, but you do lose a lot of opportunities.
St. Georg Church.
That is an impressively carved church door. Let's talk to this guy.
Hallo?
Guten Tag.
Oh, that was nice. That was very nice. Ooh. This is an interesting place. That's a dead guy.
These coffins are really old. And they're all Schottenjägers.
Jürgen Ritter, 1403 to 1461. Jürgen Ritter, 1403 to 1461.
That was long before Gunther screwed everything up for the family.
It's a silver heart. Someone must have left it as a mourning gift.
That is Uncle Wolfgang.
Wolfgang Ritter, 10 May 1923 to 25 June 1993.
Yes, there is something, I guess, a little scully about her at this point. Poor Wolfgang.
Martin Ritter, 1190 to 1253.
Even further back from when Gunther screwed everything up for everybody. So somebody definitely appreciated Wolfgang.
I don't want to disturb her.
Let's check out this place. And this is a door. Definitely a door.
It's locked.
That was some serious acting on that door. Yes. Definitely tried to open that door.
Hallo, meine Dame. Kann ich Ihnen behilflich sein?
Hallo, wie geht es Ihnen?
Gut, danke. Und Ihnen?
Gut. Ich bin hier auf Urlaub und
Let's try English, shall we?
yes. I've been studying German at home and I thought I knew a lot, but it's so different now that I'm actually here.
Books alone are poor language teachers. You'll pick it up. Is there something I can help you with?
Yeah, some of the transitional stuff definitely is a little unnecessary. But I think since they were filming stuff, they wanted to ensure that they were showing the player going around and doing things.
My name is Grace Nakamura. I'm staying at Schloss Ritter, and you are?
You may call me Herr Habermas.
We needed to verify that the door was locked.
Miss Nakamura.
It's nice to meet you, Herr Habermas.
Because if we don't know that that door is locked, then we might, I don't know, try to open it again?
What can you tell me about Rittersburg?
It is a very old town. The walls around it were built in 1438, but the city is a few centuries older than that.
Have there always been Ritters in Rittersburg?
Yes, Martin Ritter built the castle in 1223, and the town grew up around it. I'm proud to say we still have Ritter blood here to this day.
What is this building?
This is the Rathaus.
The town hall? Oh, thank you.
Yes, Nico, very, very true. This was made in a period where everybody was trying this sort of thing out. And not a lot of these games were good, but a lot of people did them.
Do you keep old town records here? Criminal trial records?
Yes, we have files going back to the 12th century.
Great. Werner Huber told me about a local trial that supposedly involved a werewolf. I'd like to learn more about it.
What was the date?
Sometime in the 1700s?
I'm afraid I would need a more specific time frame. We have many, many files.
Yes, of course. Thanks for your time.
Certainly. Good day.
So we need to find the exact year that the werewolf trial took place. I'm sure that will be easy.
Gerda? Yes? Do you have the keys to the car outside?
That is Gabriel's car. He doesn't even let me drive it.
I had a feeling you'd say that. Well, thanks.
All right.
Yeah, Nico, that definitely is true. That is definitely something that they did. Once we see enough of those transitional scenes, I will start to skip through them. But I kind of like them because they add a little flavor. Eventually, I'll be gross tired of watching her climb up the stairs. Our workman left. What is that?
There's a hole in the mortar where stone used to be.
Interesting. Ooh, there's a toolbox.
I don't think I need that.
There's a screwdriver. Yes, Antoinette, they are very salty right now. Mostly because Grace is kind of, not being kind.
I don't think I need that.
Don't think I need anything else in the toolbox. But we've got this wonderful screwdriver that we can stick in a hole. Because that's how adventure games work. A click. Secret passageway. Kiss, do you know the German word for
Someone's
salty?
been using this passageway.
I don't know which one of these areas we actually came out of. Welcome home, Orc. Welcome home. Salzig. Interesting. So can we put Grace is salty into a sentence? A passageway outside. Thank you, Nico. Appreciate it. You did exactly what I asked you to do. No denying that.
An emergency exit. I guess that makes sense if you're fighting the legions of darkness. How convenient. When the lord of the manor is slipping through the passageway to his amorous adventures, he can pick up a few flowers. How convenient.
My goodness, Grace. My goodness. Okay. Let's go back upstairs. Let's go this way.
Let me guess. Gerda's bedroom. What a surprise.
Gracie, Gracie, Gracie. I don't know why he autographed it. That seems weird to me.
That must be Wolfgang. Something to remember him by, I guess.
Yeah. Maybe put the pieces together, Grace. Maybe give it a shot. Anything else in this room? Because, of course, you'll notice she's got no problem poking around Gerda's room because that's, I don't know, fair somehow. Oh, keyboard problems again?
Gerda's clothes. Isn't she just as cute as a button?
Oh, Gracie, 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 Gracie. Oh, don't close the door. You're going back in there. My goodness. There, you got the key to the library. Oh. Alright. Head back in here. Key to the library. Because Grace is right and Gerda is wrong because reasons.
It's locked.
Yeah, but you have the key. Do you need me to do everything? Oh, let's look at the key.
I'll just bet I know what this unlocks.
Maybe it's the key to Gabriel's heart. Mmm. The door was definitely cooler in the first game. Yay! Go keyboard! Alright, we're in the library.
Biographies. Looks like they're mostly about Germans.
Oh, gee, I wonder why that would be.
Books on the occult. Here we go. Vampires, witchcraft, ghosts, Asian spirits. Lycanthropes.
I know. Books about Germans. Why?
How did you get in here?
Oh, hi.
How did you unlock the door?
Just with that key? I wasn't in your room. No!
Oh, I see.
All right. Look, let's just drop all the pretense, okay? Obviously, I found the passageway. I know what's been going on in this little Alpinian love nest, and really, I couldn't care less. If you want to screw around with your employer, that's none of my business. But what I won't put up with is assisting the Schottenjäger crap. I gave up school to work on this stuff because I thought it was important. I'm doing the
Yeah.
research that Gabriel wanted, and so help me, I'm gonna be doing more than just research this time around. And I'm not gonna sit around and wait for him to call and give me permission. And if you don't like it, it's just too damn bad!
Okay, fine. You do the damn research.
Yeah, this is not Grace's finest moment.
Damn it.
That is a whole bucket full of salt right there. Yeah, this is why I struggle with the early part of the game. Grace is not especially likable.
Chapter 3 Lycanthropy, the Ways of the Wolf.
Yes, maybe Grace does need a Snickers. That is distinctly possible.
There are two categories of werewolf cases: false or lycanthropic disorder cases and genuine werewolf cases. Lycanthropic disorder. Lycanthropic disorder is a mental condition in which the subject, called a lycanthrope, believes that he or she is a werewolf. The subject does not actually change shape, but is nevertheless capable of being as dangerous as an actual werewolf. Most cases of supposed werewolfery are really the work of lycanthropic disorder victims, man to beast. In real werewolves, a physical change to wolf form does occur. The change can be voluntary, at will, or can be forced by certain cycles of the moon and certain sounds, such as howling. Werewolves and immortality. Werewolves are immune from aging and from most physical diseases due to the constant regeneration of their physical tissue. They can therefore be virtually immortal. However, they can be killed by any wound that destroys the heart or the brain, or any form of death that causes brain or heart damage, such as
That is
hanging
very
or
good
other
to know,
oxygen
Kiss.
deprivation
Very,
methods. The
very
mind
good
of
to
a
know.
werewolf. Though primarily a true wolf while in wolf form, there is some proof that the werewolf retains enough knowledge to assist his killing. Recognition of victims, evasion of traps, and human cunning have all been seen on werewolf cases. Becoming a werewolf. There are several ways to become a werewolf. They include being given the power of shape-shifting through sorcery, being cursed by someone whom you have wronged in some way, called the Lyconia curse, being bitten by a werewolf, and being born to a werewolf. In each case, the blood of the subject becomes tainted or cursed. Damnation. A person who becomes a werewolf against his will,
You can send me
birth,
messages like
curse,
that
or
anytime
bite,
you want, my
is
dear.
not completely damned until he tastes of human blood. Once he does, his soul is eternally damned and nothing may redeem him. Even without tasting of human blood, however, as long as the taint lays upon the immortal soul, it cannot enter into heaven and will remain chained to the mortal plane upon death. Werewolf packs. Like real wolves, werewolves can live alone for many years, yet the instinct for a pack often leads them away from their secretive lifestyles into revealing their nature to a priest or close associate, or converting another to werewolfery for companionship. This is when the otherwise cagey werewolf opens himself to detection. Werewolf packs cause immense destruction. A pack consists of one werewolf who became a werewolf through sorcery, birth, or curse. In other words, his is the original tainted blood. This werewolf is called the alpha werewolf. The remaining werewolves in the pack are called beta werewolves because they became werewolves through the bite of the alpha and carry the alpha's tainted blood. Alpha and beta werewolves. The relationship between alpha and beta werewolves is a complex one. Once a subject is bitten by a werewolf, his or her life and death are doomed to the werewolf curse. The victim does, however, have some hope. As long as they themselves do not taste of human blood, the curse is reversible. If the alpha werewolf is killed through some action of the beta's curse is broken. It is important to note that whether the beta werewolf was bitten by the alpha werewolf himself or by another beta, it is the alpha who must be destroyed, the source of the original tainted blood. It is also an interesting note that since betas and alphas share the same common blood, an alpha cannot physically harm a beta of his own bloodline by his own hand without inflicting the same injury upon himself. However, if a beta is harmed or killed by another, it does not affect the alpha. Symptoms of werewolfery. When hunting for a werewolf, it is important to remember that your biggest clues will come through your suspects' personalities.
They did.
Becoming a
They
werewolf
definitely
is not
did.
transparent, no matter how the victim tries to hide it. The tainted subhuman blood greatly alters the subject's own mind and personality, even physical appearance. Therefore, look for symptoms in your human suspects that include increasing violence, increasing aggression, unprovoked rages, insomnia, restlessness, and other bizarre behavior. Unfortunately, over time, these symptoms can be brought under control, so do not rely upon them exclusively.
Aren't those the same side effects that you can get from Viagra?
A good example of this comes from a case reported by the ancient priesthood society Manos del Sol of Brazil. A rash of werewolf killings there was tracked to a high-ranking officer in the army. The society became aware of the man mainly through rumors of his violent behavior and changed personality. The case was successfully resolved with a man's capture. Manos del Sol, men of the sun? I wonder if they're like Schottenjägers, only Brazilian.
Maybe. So that's a book about werewolves. Now we've got this this letter.
4th of March, 1864. To King Ludwig II, most gracious ruler of all Bavaria. I beg your forgiveness for my forthrightness in this letter, but I fear terribly for your Majesty's safety and thus have no time for subtlety. I have heard that the one they call the Black Wolf is close to your Highness. I have been investigating this man for reasons I cannot name at present, and I have learned that he is extremely dangerous and can only have the most dire of motives at heart in anything he pursues. I beg your Highness only this. Please do not see this man alone, nor even with your servants only to guard you. I promise you, all will be made clear very shortly when my investigation is complete. For now, only keep yourself safe. Your most grateful servant, Christian von Ritter, Schloss Ritter, Rittersburg, Bavaria.
Okay, I wonder.
There's nothing else on werewolves in the occult section.
Wonder if there are any other books of use.
The Journal of Victor Ritter.
What does Victor Ritter have to say? 1720 to 1753.
Numerous deaths at the hands of a marauding wolf being recorded in a neighboring county, I set out to see if I could determine the cause. There had been rumors of a werewolf, and the dark signs did indeed seem to be present. The deaths had all occurred within a 40-kilometer range of woods, and at the heart was the village of Alfing. My assistant and I set a trap a short distance from the village. Though the beast had shown a propensity for human flesh, livestock had also been taken. It was a newling lamb we loosed in the thicket as a lure. We awaited downwind. For 2 nights the lamb bleated to no purpose, and once we had to fend off a hungry fox. But at last the beast himself took the bait. I might have missed him. The night was so dark, and the wolf himself was black. But my assistant saw the light of his eyes, and I heard the lamb's cries turn fearful. He had the poor dumb lamb by the throat when we sprang. He was swift and might have escaped, but his fatal mistake was to attack rather than run. My dagger struck through his chest and into his right lung. As I had agreed, we bound the wolf and tied shut its jaws. We brought it home to Rittersburg, still breathing, and turned it over to the magistrate. I pray for the man's unfortunate soul. May the law be swift and merciful. God be praised for aiding his servant. From his hand came the strength and wisdom to end the killing. Victor Ritter, Schottenjäger, 20 April 1750.
All right, now we have a date for that trial. Is there more stuff?
I wonder if Christian Ritter's journal is here. Christian Ritter, born 10 January 1820, ordained as Schottenjäger, died 4 March 1864. The 4th of March. That's the date on the letter.
More books.
3 January 1864. I am now in Prussia. The beast that brought me here has so far bested me. He is secretive and skillful. He has much self-control, unlike what I'd been led to expect. He seems to know almost before I do where and when I will be stalking him. He turns up his nose at my lures. 3 more disappearances have occurred, and I'm no closer to learning his identity nor finding his lair. I can't even prove he took them. Not a single corpse has been found. March 3rd, 1864. I've had a break at last. The key was in front of me all the time. The Black Wolf, he so daringly calls himself, for all to hear and none to truly see. It is worse than I could ever have suspected. He is not just a beast, but a monster. His jaws are already around some of the best throats in Europe. I return to Rittersburg tonight. I must warn those in danger and get someone to assist me. I am in over my head.
I'm not sure what other case books would be relevant.
Ooh, more books.
Looks like
Lots of books.
biographies here. I wonder if there's anything on... Yes, Ludwig. König von Bayern. König Ludwig.
The same shelf.
Sein Leben und sein Sieg. Die letzten Tage des König Ludwig II. German. That's not much help.
If only you knew somebody who spoke German and you hadn't just pissed off by breaking into her room and stealing her stuff and yelling at her for no reason.
Looks like biographies here. I wonder if there's anything on... Yes, Ludwig. König von Bayern.
Okay, so that is not going to help us too much.
I'm not sure what other case...
Okay, let's check this stuff out. It's typewriter.
I suppose in the next Blake Backlash book, good old Fujitsu will be replaced by Hildegard.
Oh, get over yourself, Gracie. Gerda didn't kick her out of the castle because she knows that she is a friend of Gabriel's. And it's not her place to kick people out of Gabriel's castle.
I'm not quite ready to write the big hero yet. Who should I call?
Call Professor Broccoli. Ghostbusters might help.
Professor Barkley, this is Grace Nakamura. I'm calling from Germany.
Germany? I thought you were in New Orleans.
I was, but anyway, it's rather important or I wouldn't have bothered you. Do you know anything about King Ludwig II of Bavaria?
that's a hell of a thing to ask a man in the middle of the night. Late 1800s, right?
Yes.
This isn't really my field, but I think he was crazy or something.
I wish I knew. Do you know anyone who specializes in German history?
Yeah, I have a friend at the University of Berlin. I'll ring him. What's your number there?
It's 4989 555 7878.
Okay, I'll call you back if I remember this conversation in the morning anyway.
Great. Sorry again. Thanks. Bye.
Bye.
Yeah, we actually used to have a typewriter like that. It had a correction ribbon, so you could backspace and it would use the correction ribbon, which would remove the ink from the page. All right, so we talked to Professor Broccoli, and yeah, I don't think there's anything else we need to do in the library, but we have a date for that trial now. Ooh, let's talk to Gertie again. I'm sure she wants to talk to us.
I don't have anything to say to her right now.
Of course you don't. Alrighty, let's go to the rat house.
Hello again. Did you need something else?
Yes.
Remember that werewolf trial I'd asked you about? I have a date now. April 1750.
Excellent. Let me go look.
Let me go check the werewolf file.
I heard of this case when I was a boy, but I always thought it was just a scary tale. I never thought to look in the archives. It was there, all right. What did you want to know?
Man, he read that really fast.
Why did they bring the wolf to Rittersburg? I know the Schattenjager lived here, but why didn't he just...
Kill it where he found it? I don't know. Let's see. Ah, yes. They wanted to know what man it was, who it was.
They brought it here so it would change back?
Yes, exactly.
That seems valid, doesn't it?
What happened to the alleged werewolf?
Okay, he didn't read it very thoroughly.
He was interrogated for 2 days. He confessed his guilt. The trial took place on the 3rd day, and he was sentenced to death by quartering and the stake. He was given a final meal. He asked to see a confessor, and this was granted. He died at dawn the following day.
They pulled off his limbs and burned him?
Don't think harshly of us, miss. That was a long time ago.
At least they didn't go into his closet and steal his keys.
Where was the werewolf kept while it was here?
The dungeon. There's a dungeon in the rat house basement. We don't use it anymore, of course. Haven't for many years.
Did it change back?
That's what it says. They put the wolf in a cell, and the next morning they found a man in there. A laborer from out of town identified him as Baron von Raleigh from Alfing.
A baron? Huh.
Why did they want to find out who the werewolf was?
I would guess. Yes. It says here that a group of villagers were sent to the werewolf's hometown once they learned its human identity.
Why? They thought there were more of them there?
In those days, the family of the identified werewolf would be in great danger. Many believed such curses were handed down through the bloodline. Was there anything else?
I suppose not. Unless... Is there any way I could see the dungeon?
It would be my pleasure.
It would be my pleasure to take you to the dungeon. Yes. And in Germany, we go upstairs to get to the basement.
Everything's been kept the way it was when the dungeon was in use. We show it off to tourists sometimes. Are you all right, miss?
I'm fine. It's just that this place...
Yeah,
is so
I
claustrophobic.
don't know about that.
I tell you what, normally this place is locked to keep out the village children. I'll leave it open. You can come and go as you please.
Would you? Thank you so much.
You are most welcome. Goodbye, and good luck.
Bye.
That was some sort of psychic impression that landed on someone who is not psychic and, in fact, doesn't even believe in such things. Because they needed a reason for her to know these things. I do like this music.
He asked to see a confessor.
Huh. Huh. Ooh, maybe the werewolf left his keys behind. Maybe you can steal them.
Von Rollick slept here.
Excuse me. I'll be back in 1 second. So Von Relic slept there. There we go. That was exciting.
Von Rollick slept here.
On that exact same pillow, and it hasn't been washed since, I'm sure. That looks like an uncomfortable bed. Anything else here? Nope. Right. To the church.
Hello? von 1750.
Wie bitte?
Geschichte von 1750. How do you say that? Sprechen Sie Englisch?
Nein, leider, ich spreche nicht Englisch.
All right. Danke.
Bitteschön.
Where is the confession records? Let's go ask Gerda. I'm sure Gerda will help us out.
Herr Huber?
Yes?
Do you know anything about King Ludwig II?
Of course. Everybody knows about Ludwig. He was the last true king Bavaria had. Why do you think I hang his portrait? Or that article on the wall? Do you know what that is? That is from the Munich newspaper the day after the king
Yeah, he's
died.
definitely been in some
My
stuff.
great-grandfather saved
He was
it.
even in an episode of Star
Handed
Trek The Next
down
Generation.
to every first son. That is what Bavarians think of Ludwig.
What was Ludwig like? Why is he so revered?
Oh, he was a genius. He had a great mind, you know. He built castles, is what he did, and kept on building them until they killed him.
Who killed him?
Them, those politicians. They said he was crazy. Got a doctor to sign some papers. They arrested him.
Then what happened?
What do you think? They killed him. Oh, they said it was suicide. But me, I don't believe that.
He was the giant head who made Barclay really smart and convinced him to get the Enterprise to the center of the universe, or wherever there it was. Let's check with our other English-speaking friend.
Hello again. Did you need something else?
I had a thought while I was in the dungeon.
Yes?
You mentioned that Baron von Rawlik was allowed to give a last confession. I suppose the priest was from St. George's?
I suppose it was.
Would there be a record of the last confession? It might tell us more about the Baron's life.
Good idea, young lady. Those records are in German, though, and Father Getz doesn't speak English. Do you think this would really help your Schattenjäger?
I'm not sure. It couldn't hurt.
All right. I'll write you a note. You give it to Father Getz, and he'll see if they have a record of the confession. If they do, you bring it back here to me, and I'll help you translate it, okay?
That would be wonderful. Thank you so much.
Certainly. You got my curiosity up too, you know.
Everybody in Rittersburg is very friendly and helpful, including Gerda, but you're not giving her a chance. Note.
Mayor Habermas's note to Father Getz.
That is a note.
Entschuldigen Sie bitte.
Very much jealousy. Very much.
Das hier ist von Herrn Habermas.
Ein Moment, bitte. Das ist für Sie.
Dankeschön.
Everybody knows exactly where the records from 1750 are.
Father Getz gave me this file, but I'll need help translating it.
Hello again. Did you need something else?
I have the church file.
Excellent. Let me see it. What's this? This is in English. It's from a lawyer in Buenos Aires. It's addressed to St. Georg's Church. The date is 1764.
What's it say?
It's a request for information about the death of Baron Klaus von Raleigh. It says it's for the family. I assume someone answered it. Curious?
What?
The seal on the envelope.
A wolf?
That is very possible, Orc. Very possible.
Okay. The last confession. The Raleigh family took the symbol of a black wolf to represent their great skill at the hunt. Let me see. Klaus von Raleigh says that he lived up to the family symbol too well. His friends nicknamed him the Black Wolf, but he confessed it was more because he was prideful and treated his villagers and women very badly. He was much feared. The Baron confesses that a life of sin brought the werewolf curse upon him. Listen to this. A gypsy camp, Hungarians, came to Alfing one day. He wanted one of their young women. He had her brought to his castle by force, and there he...
Raped her?
Raped her, yes. He intended to release her, but before he did, the girl killed herself. The next day, an old gypsy woman from the camp cursed him, saying that he was to become the shape that his name and his crimes showed his heart to be.
I see.
Soon afterwards, her curse came about. Klaus von Raleigh began to change, to run at night as wolf, to kill and eat human flesh. He begs forgiveness from God and from his wife and son. He says he welcomes his punishment, if only it will pay for his sins and save his family from further pain. That is all that is written.
Wow. Thank you.
I'll return this to Father Getz for you.
Thank you.
Good luck to you, young lady. And to your Schattenjäger.
Very interesting. Let's see if Werner Huber has anything else to say.
I don't have anything to say to Herr Huber at the moment.
Guess not.
I don't have anything to say to her right now.
Okay. I know. Maybe we have enough information to tell Gabriel something.
right,
We
Knight.
do.
I've got your research.
We're just gonna send all of those ancient books right through the mail. No problem at all.
Now, I just need somewhere to send it to.
Yep. Means you're gonna have to talk to Gerda.
I don't have anything to...
Yes, you do.
I found the items that Gabriel wanted. Did he tell you where to send your research?
Yes, his lawyer's office in Munich.
Can I get the address?
Harald Übergrau, Marienplatz 21, München.
Thanks.
Sigh. Post office.
Grüß Gott.
Grüß Gott.
Womit kann ich Ihnen dienen?
Das Päckchen soll nach München gehen.
7,40 Mark bitte.
I don't know what that means. Oh, give me money. There we go.
Dankeschön.
Bitte sehr.
That'll give him something to chew on.
That's got to be so awkward. Oh, why are you so angry?
Guten Abend.
How are you? Is this the castle of the shot and joggers here?
Yes, but I'm...
How exciting! Come along, Emma. We are so thrilled to be here. Emma said it's the 1990s, for heaven's sake. The shot and joggers are probably long gone. Well, of course they aren't, I said. A family like that doesn't just dry up and blow away. The good Lord's put his mark on them.
Who are you?
I was just wondering the same thing, dear. Neither of you girls look like the heroic type, but who am I to judge? God chooses his soldiers, and who am I to put in my 2 cents?
No, we're the Smiths from Merrimack, Pennsylvania. This is my wife, Merle. You can call me Emil.
My husband. If I don't get right to the point, he'll get there for me.
It's nice to meet you both.
Uh-huh. Well, how did you hear about the Schottenjägers?
Oh, we're demonologists. My wife makes it her business to know a lot about a lot of different things. She's a regular, what you call, occultist scholar, aren't you, Mother?
That's right.
Yeah.
I read about you all when I was studying an old witch trial last spring, and I have been dying to get over here ever since.
Well, so nice of you to stop by, but I'm afraid the Schottenjäger isn't here right now. I'll let him know you called, though.
Oh, no. And I was so hoping to talk shop. We fighters of darkness are so rare these days.
Don't I know it? Can't scare one up to save your soul.
It's not your fault, Missy. I told Merle to call before he came.
People just don't take you seriously unless you're standing right there. You know that, Em.
Well, it's rather late, and if you're driving, you might as well, go out right now.
Don't worry about that. We're going to spend the night at the guest house in town.
Stop by tomorrow, won't you, dear? You and I can exchange stories at least.
We'll see.
Well, come on, Merle. These ladies are tired. I think we ought to go.
But, Em.
Come on, let's go.
Em.
Good night, ladies.
Good night.
Good night. What's wrong?
It's not your fault. This just happens, ma'am. I'm sorry.
I'll get her some water.
Give me your hand. I see danger. Someone close to you is in danger.
Gabriel?
I see something like a wolf. A black wolf.
Don't you worry, miss. My Merle is going to be all right. This just happens sometimes, that's all. It just happens. Come on, Merle. Let's go. Come on.
What happened?
I don't know.
Yeah, that was, they're an interesting couple. Chapter 3. Back to our good friend, Gabriel. Chilling out, relaxing. That does not look comfortable to sleep on. Gabriel always has fucked up dreams. Righty. See if there's anything new in today's paper.
It looks like there's been another wolf killing.
Ooh.
And this one occurred last night in downtown Munich.
Ooh. That's not good. It's not good at all.
I was hoping for a Mercedes.
Let's go check in with the lawyer.
Das vereinbaren Sie am besten mit meiner Sekretärin. Gut, ja, danke. Ah, I was hoping you'd stop by. I have a package for you.
Really?
Yeah, this is one.
Must be from Gertie.
I trust this morning finds you well, Mr. Knight.
Hell, I'm lucky it's found me at all. You can call me Gabriel, by the way.
Oh, of course. Call me Harald. Harry's okay too.
Thanks, Harry.
Good man, Harry.
I don't have anything else to say right now.
Let's look at the package.
March 18th, 1994. Gabriel, you might as well know, I'm in Rittersburg. I wasn't about to sit in New Orleans and let you have all the fun. Besides, if it goes anything like last time, you're gonna need my help. I've been doing the research Gerda said you wanted. Enclosed is a book you might find useful. It looks a little outdated, but then I've never dealt with werewolves before, so it's hard to be sure. There's also some werewolf history right here in town. I found some clues pointing to a werewolf called the Black Wolf. He's cropped up in a couple of places, including here in Rittersburg in 1750, and in association with Ludwig II, a Bavarian king that died in 1886. It's all ancient history, I know, but something tells me that it is relevant. I'm not sure where to go from here, except to look into Ludwig II. Ask around about the Black Wolf in Munich and see what you find out. Also, let me know if you want me to research Ludwig or join you there. I'm sending this to your lawyer, but I'll need to contact you directly. Send your address and phone number ASAP. Herr Huber is being stubborn and won't tell me. Be careful and write. Grace.
Damn it, what the hell is Grace doing here? At least she's off in the ozone somewhere. The Black Wolf, Ludwig II. She's really losing it.
Yeah, it's got nothing to do with what's going on here. Nothing at all.
I don't have time to worry about this historical stuff at the moment. I don't think it's got much to do with what's going on here in Munich.
You know, I'd actually feel some sympathy for Grace for all the work she's done that Gabriel is ignoring. But Grace is not being exactly kind herself. It's almost like they're perfectly matched.
I don't have time to worry about this historical stuff at the moment. I don't think it's got much to do with what's going on here in Munich.
Yeah, of course it doesn't. There's no way. So it's just put into the game to,
Chapter 3. Lycanthropy, the ways of the wolf. There are two categories. Lycanthropic, man to beast.
Not listening
werewolf,
to
the mind become damn.
him read the whole thing out, but I want to make sure he's read it.
Alpha, and it is important. Symptoms. Therefore, look for a good example.
Important stuff because they had both actors record the text to it.
I'm off. See you, Harry.
Goodbye.
Bye, Harry. Walking through Munich.
I'd give it a shot, but I don't speak the language.
Okay, I need to step away for a moment. I'll be right back, guys. went back, and this is completely, purely coincidental that I want to go back and talk to Harry again, I in no way looked some stuff up in the guidebook. No way, no how. It's purely coincidental.
Do you know anything about King Ludwig II?
But naturally. Have you been running into him much on your tour of Munich?
I say
Running into him.
lycanthropy.
Any dead?
Yeah, lycanthropy.
Yes, yes, long dead. But he is still everywhere, like your Marilyn Monroe or Elvis. He is the Bavarian enigma.
So what's the big deal about this Ludwig guy?
They call him the fairy tale king. He's very romantic and mysterious, you know. He built castles, and now they are huge tourist attractions.
Castles? Where are they?
Oh, let's see. Herrenchiemsee is about 3 hours southeast. Neuschwanstein is southwest of the border with Switzerland, about 2.5 hours. I can have my secretary draw you a map, if you like, but most German maps have them already marked.
No thanks. I wasn't thinking of going myself. But it does seem like a harmless enough activity for someone else I know. So this guy's just a dead king, right? And these castles are just out in the countryside, hours from Munich.
Yes.
Perfect.
He might be trying to send Grace off on a wild goose chase. I'm sure what Grace is looking at has nothing to do with what's going on in Munich.
Have you ever heard of anyone or anything called the Black Wolf?
No. Sorry.
That's all right. I'm sure it's nothing. Well, I'm off. See you, Harry.
Goodbye.
Now, let's head back over here. Head down the street. Ooh, what's going on here?
Guess I figured out where last night's killing took place.
This is new.
I wonder who the victim was this time. I don't think they'd know much about it. Isn't that the detective from the paper? Kommissar Lieber? Kommissar Lieber, my name is Gabriel Knight. I've been trying to get in touch with you at the station.
That guy is not Mosley.
Looks like a television news crew.
I wonder if I have anything that can entice Criminal Commissar Lieber.
Are y'all with the news? I have some information you might find of interest.
You're an American.
That's right.
And you believe you have information about the mutilation killings?
I do have some information, yes, ma'am. I was about to discuss it with the commissar over there, but he seems kind of busy. I thought I'd speak with y'all instead.
Nun gut, was soll's. Dreh schön, Dieter. Wir befinden uns am Tatort des bis jetzt letzten bizarren Todesfalles, der durch die Killerwölfe herbeigeführt wurde. Mit mir befindet sich ein Amerikaner, der offensichtlich wichtige Hinweise bezüglich dieses Mordfalles hat. You believe you have information about the wolf killing, sir?
Yes, I do. I was about to ask Commissar Liebe over there some questions, such as why animal hair found at the crime scene is reddish-brown when the escaped zoo wolves were gray.
Fragt, wieso die Tierhaare am Tatort rötlich-braun sind, wie doch die entlaufenen Zuwölfe offensichtlich grau waren.
And how come paw prints found at the scene indicate an animal much larger than the zoo wolf species Canis lupus lupus?
Und fragt, wieso die Pfotenabdrücke am Tatort
I
viel
do love
größer
this bit.
sind als die der Zoowölfe.
He's so subtle.
How did you get this information?
All right, you have my attention. Now, who are you?
I'm Gabriel Knight, the American novelist. I've been by your station to see you, but funny thing, they would not let me in.
All right, I'll see you at the station later, but only if you agree to get out of here and not talk to the boys.
You got it.
They do allow Gabriel to still have a little bit of style, even though the design of the game is a bit different. Let's check in at the club, because why not?
Guten Morgen, Herr Knight. I'm afraid there's no one here at the moment. They're all busy with their daily tasks. You are, however, welcome to use the club. So I've been informed.
Thank you, Xavier. You're so kind. Mind if we chat for a moment?
Anything to be of service, sir.
So tell me about the club.
What about it?
How long has the club been around?
Since 1970.
No way.
He can.
The old Royal Bavarian Hunting Lodge? It's older than that, isn't it?
Die Königliche Bayerische Hofjagdloge is ancient. This particular form of it is new.
What happened in 1970?
Baron von Glauer came. He brought a new vision. The lodge had nearly died out. Hunting is not so popular as it used to be.
Were you here when von Glauer joined?
Baron von Glauer. He hired me later, in 72.
How many members are there?
There are 5 now, not including you. I'm not sure of your status.
5? You mean the men that were here last night make up the entire club?
Quantity is not an overriding concern with us, Herr Knight. The Baron personally interviewed and approved each new member. Despite your own experience, this club is extremely exclusive. Not everyone would fit in.
No, I don't suppose they would.
Why wouldn't everyone fit in? I wonder. This club is not suspicious at all.
How often do the club members go hunting?
As a group, once a month or so.
Once a month? Hell, I thought y'all were hunters. Back home, you don't get out there and spill a little blood at least once a week. The other men start looking at you funny.
Organized club hunts are once a month. Members can use the club's lodges anytime on a more casual basis, and they frequently do.
So, tell me about the club members.
I don't gossip about our members, Herr Knight.
Gossip? With you? Please. I've never met anyone as obviously discreet as you.
Thank you.
Bet you could drop a load if you wanted to, though. You probably know more about what goes on around here than anyone.
True. At least I used to. But with all these new people coming in, I'm not sure I know anything anymore.
All these new people? You mean I'm not the only fresh blood?
No, Herr Dr. Klingman was only accepted a few weeks ago.
Really? Who brought him in?
I was not in on the discussion, so I really couldn't say. But I'm sure there was more thought behind his acceptance than yours.
Have you ever heard of the Black Wolf?
No.
Alrighty.
That's the new, what can you tell me about voodoo?
All right, Xavier. Thanks.
Here's the club.
Just the right size for the big bad wolf to come down the chimney. Unless he's already here. I don't think I should get too comfy around here.
Ooh, a coat rack.
Just the right size. I don't think I... And I thought Germans only drank beer.
What's back here?
Nice plant.
It is a nice plant. That is a room. There is definitely a back hallway. That's not a room, that's a back door. The club's back door.
Locked.
Interesting. A locked door. I'm sure that means that there's nothing important behind
I think
it.
I've pumped that particular well dry.
Interesting. All right, we stopped by the club. I think I can do that here. I can get on the subway from here. Let's go back to Lockham. Because I think this is where I need to be to write a letter. I think I want to write a letter to Gracie. Tell her to go look at some irrelevant
Better make
castles.
sure Gracie keeps busy. Elsewhere. Right. Another letter. And back to Munich. Back here. And to the post office. What should I mail?
The letter?
That's taken care of.
Way to go. That just sets up the most exciting chapter in Gabriel Knight history. Chapter 4 will be so thrilling. You know, I played Full Throttle, but I don't remember anything about it. I played it so long ago. I'm definitely going to have to play that on stream. Police station. We can talk to Criminal Commissar Labor now.
Kommen Sie herein.
I like how they used the
Commissar Lieber?
police station music from the
Generous
last
of you to see
game.
me.
Sit down, Mr. Knight. Now, you will tell me what you think you know about this case, yes?
How do you say, quid pro quo in German?
There is no translation.
Thanks so much for your time.
Sit down. What are you proposing exactly?
You want information? I want information. It's, kind of convenient that way.
I can't give you police information.
Why not? I'm not asking for anything confidential. Hell, I can't even read the damn newspapers around here. Press release stuff, that's all I want.
All right. But then it's your turn. Agreed?
I hear you. This map, it marks the locations of all the wolf killings, right?
Yes. What?
The one last night, the one in the middle, doesn't really fit, does it?
It has to fit. It happened.
I suppose. I still say that one in the middle is different. I still say that one in the middle is different.
The one in the middle is apparently different. I think if Gabriel knew how, he would actually explain it.
Probably nothing of interest back there. Besides, probably nothing of interest back there. Besides, I can't see past the commissar's big head. At least he's neater than Detective Mosley.
Good to get another shout out to Mosley in there.
How long have you been a commissar?
10 years.
All of them here in Munich?
Yes.
And a criminal commissar is like, what, a police detective in America?
Americans don't have so many ranks, I think. A German criminal commissar is, say, more like an English chief inspector.
Ah, P.D. James.
What?
Nothing.
Du Commissar is in town, yes.
Tell me about the other victims.
What do you want to know?
How many victims have there
I
been?
love you too.
5, including the one downtown.
Could there be bodies out there that you haven't found yet?
No. The Killings have been done in broad daylight. Body parts left like a trail of boat criminal. Breadcrumbs?
Jack the Ripper Wolf. When were the other victims killed?
The first was 32 days ago.
2 days after the zoo wolves escaped. And the others?
The two teenage boys were killed 20 days ago. The Huber girl 6 days ago.
They're speeding up.
Maybe.
What about the locations of the killings? Any pattern there?
You can see for yourself if you like. I have a marked map on the wall.
Okay, we already went through the map.
Till last night, the killer always struck 30 to 40 minutes outside the city. The first was killed north of München near Esching. The two males were killed in Feldkirchen, that's east. Toni Huber was killed on her parents' farm just west of Lachem.
So he knows that the killing that just took place happened in the city when everything was so far away. But he doesn't understand why that one looks different on the map. Huh.
What does forensics say about the killer?
That information is not for the press.
But the bite marks, saliva, you've seen the bodies, I haven't.
All I can say is, it is an animal.
Mind if I take a guess? Your boys in the lab say the bite marks are canine and are closer to wolf than to dog. But beyond that, they can't pin it down. Nothing like it on the records. Probably a weird hybrid. Yeah. That's what I thought. The killer is.
I'm going to save that top question.
Is it?
That is information the press does not have, Mr. Knight. I expect it to stay that way.
I understand.
As you pointed out so loudly at the crime scene, evidence on the killer does not match what we know of the zoo wolves.
Yeah. So what are your thoughts about that?
Either there is a mistake with the zoo records.
I think the zoo would know if they had a reddish-brown hybrid in the wolf kennel.
I didn't say it was likely. Another possibility is, of course, that another animal is responsible.
Wild?
Possibly. Maybe. A pet.
Pet.
A pet? As in maybe the reason you haven't been able to track the thing is that it's going into someone's home.
It's possible.
That is a creepy smile.
You keep saying an animal. You found evidence of only one animal? One bite pattern, one saliva type?
Yes.
Yet two wolves escaped from the zoo.
As you say, the zoo wolves do not figure into this at all.
Oh, I wouldn't say that. No, I definitely would not say that.
What is he thinking? I really don't want to ask this question of this man, but I don't have much of a choice.
Have you given any thought at all about the possibility of
What?
a werewolf? Never mind. Tell me about the latest victim.
Male, 52, Grossberg was the name. He was a furrier. Ironic, isn't it?
A furrier?
It is ironic. Like rain
amazing
on your wedding
coincidence.
day.
Have any theories about why the killer struck downtown this time?
No. Do you?
I read somewhere that wolves are clean animals. They don't kill close to their lair unless they're forced to.
But lair? What are you talking about?
Not sure, actually. Random thought.
What can you tell me about voodoo?
Have you ever heard of anyone or anything called the Black Wolf?
The hair samples we have are all reddish brown.
Yeah, I know. I was just wondering if you'd heard of a black wolf in general.
Hold on.
Ooh. He does know about voodoo.
Here is this.
What?
Missing persons case. A runaway teenaged girl. It happened in 1989 in a town called Kirschel, in the Nationalpark Bayerischer Wald, Bavarian National Forest.
Uh-huh.
Oh, I just thought I remembered something. It was a sad case, you know. She was very pretty. Ah, yes. Here it is.
What?
There was a supposed witness. An old lady who lived on the edge of town near the woods. She says she saw the girl go into the woods the night she disappeared. Says the wolf got her.
The wolf?
The old lady had been complaining for some time about a huge
I don't
black
know.
wolf in the woods.
Maybe? I
But
don't
no
know.
one believed her. She was verrückt. Crazy.
No one else ever saw the thing?
Hadn't been any wolves in those woods for 50 years.
So there was probably nothing to it.
That's what I thought at the time. Of course, that was years before this case. Never heard of wolf attacks back then.
You wouldn't really want me to tell you if you guessed right. That would take all the fun out of it.
Do you get a lot of missing persons cases in Germany?
Oh, sure. Mostly teenagers, runaways. It gets worse all the time. Families are not like they used to be, yes?
Suppose not. That's all I wanted to know.
Good. We discuss you now, yes?
I guess.
You want to tell me, or do I have to ask?
I'm investigating the murder of Tony Yuba for her parents.
Why?
I'm an investigator. That's what I do.
You're an American PI?
You could say that.
And how did the Hubers end up hiring you?
Mutual friends?
I see. And this evidence you have?
A paw print and some hair samples from the Yuba farm. I spoke with some folks at the zoo as well.
All right, Mr. Knight. I don't know how the police deal with you in America, but in this country, we don't like civilian interference.
I understand.
If you hear something, you come to me. If you see something, you come to me. And under no circumstances are you to speak with the press. You do. And I'll have your passport.
You wouldn't like it. It was a bad hair day.
I am quite serious.
I swear, not a word.
All right. I can't stop you from investigating. But stay out of our way.
quiet as a shadow. That's me.
I like the nervous twitch of his fingers that he does. He does not particularly like that man. I wonder if there is anything I can do. Oh. I guess I don't have the hair samples or the big paw print anymore.
I'm not sure why I'd want to show him that.
Fair enough. I think we're good here.
I'm gonna take off.
Stay out of trouble.
Of course.
I think I want to head back here. The only thing to do now is go back to the club, maybe. Maybe we'll save our game. Yeah. We'll save our game.
I think I've pumped that particular well dry.
I'm just going to give some careful thought to some things. That's what I thought after giving that careful thought and not looking at any books at all. This particular puzzle has always stuck out at me as being quite a bit of a leap in logic. I mean, I guess I have all the pieces to it, but I never would have thought of this on my own. That's not the right store. That's the store.
Cuckoo clocks. Hello.
Grüß Gott.
Authentic Black Forest cuckoo clocks. Maybe Gracie would like one for her shop redecoration. He doesn't strike me as a sparkling conversationalist. Authentic Black Forest. I'd rather pick something out first. Authentic black, authentic black, authentic, 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 authentic black, authentic, authentic.
Where's the one I
He
need?
doesn't strike me as a
There we go.
cute.
Yeah, well, there is in there this sound thing, you know, to wake up. You know, in the morning.
An alarm clock.
Ja, ja, Alarmclock, ja, richtig. Ja.
How much is it?
Wie viel? 60 marks.
What's it like to be able to afford things in this game, Gabriel?
I'll take that woodpecker clock.
60 marks, bitte.
That's all right, I'll take it as it is.
Dankeschön.
Bitte.
Now I have a cuckoo clock. Makes total sense. It's a good place to stick a cuckoo clock. Everybody puts a cuckoo clock in a plant. It just, everybody does that. I do it every morning.
I think I've pumped that particular well dry.
Somebody's at the door.
I can hear.
Nothing there I need.
Everything all right?
Everything is fine, Herr Knight.
Now I got some keys. Xavier won't miss those. Not at all.
I should probably return those keys first before Xavier notices they're gone.
My goodness. This isn't suspicious at all.
Möchte wissen, wer das ist.
Everything all right?
Everything is fine, Herr Knight.
Everything's just fine. No problems here. Retrieve the evidence of my terrific con job.
Aren't some of these endangered species? Aren't some of these endangered species?
This one was killed by Price, this one by Von Zell, this one by
Aren't some of these endangered
Flower.
species? Just a guess, but I don't think this stuff has much to do with hunting.
How can you be so sure?
What the hell do these guys hunt anyway? Ninjas? What the hell do these guys hunt? Photos of the club hunts. Looks like Von Glauer and Von Zell monopolized the camera. Or the hunts. Photos of the club hunts. Looks...
Is there anything else down here?
What the hell do these...
Looks like Voodoo. Thank you very much for the follow, my friend. I think there's still something down there. I think there's still something down here. Maybe. There we go. Thank you very much, Voodoo. Very, very close.
Rice, Von Agner, Henneman. I met them all last night. I wonder what these figures mean. Rice.
Mr. Knight?
Hey.
This room is for members only.
Oh, sorry. The door was open. I'll go up.
Wait! I'd better make sure you do not take another unexpected detour. After you. Sava, kommen Sie!
Ja, Baron Von Zell?
I found the basement door unlocked and Herr Knight below. Perhaps you could keep a better eye on the keys in the future.
I will, Baron von Zell.
Let's talk to this guy. He likes us so much. I'm sure he wants to have a chat.
May I speak with you, Baron von Zell?
Yes? What is it?
So, what do you do for a living, Baron von Zell?
For a living? My family is in banking, Herr Knight. What do you do for a living?
Me? I'm a writer.
A writer? How aggressive of you.
I take it you're particularly fond of hunting. I noticed the photographs downstairs. You and the Baron sure do get around.
We are the best? You may find that out for yourself someday.
Oh, I'm anxious for us to hit the field. I have a feeling there's a lot I could learn from you.
You may find yourself more challenged than you can imagine.
True. I don't get in as much practice as I'd like, and hunting's like any other sport. The more you do it, the better you get.
Bullshit. Hunting is a matter of the spirit, of will.
So it is.
However, Evan could see that von Glover and I have had more practice than the others in the club. We used to hunt together quite a bit.
Used to? You don't hunt together anymore?
No, not often.
Are you and Von Glauer too busy to hunt much these days, or have y'all fallen out?
I suppose I've simply outgrown him.
Really? In what way?
You wouldn't understand.
Oh.
This guy is a pleasant fellow.
How about telling me about the other club members?
I have a better idea. Why don't you tell me about yourself?
Like what?
For example, why are you in Munich?
Oh, I'm just vacationing and thought I'd stop by on my way through.
Really? And where are you staying in Munich?
Outside of town a ways.
Which suburb?
I'm on a farm, actually. And you know, I don't remember the name of the area. Probably couldn't pronounce it anyway.
Yes. Quite curious for someone with a supposedly high Germanic background.
Yep. I guess going out and making your mark on the rest of the world will do that to a family line. The club seems to be an exciting place. Do y'all travel much as a group?
No.
Really? You don't hunt abroad?
We are all very busy men.
Oh, isn't that odd? So, how do you like the club?
Herr Knight, if you wish to learn about the club, you should keep your mouth shut and observe.
Have you ever heard of the Black Wolf?
No.
The music doesn't indicate he's lying at all. No.
You mentioned that y'all don't go on hunting trips abroad?
We do not.
But those trophies in the basement, y'all really have white tigers in Germany or lions?
The majority of what the club hunts are far more common species, Herr Knight. The trophies in the basement are exceptions, and they were obtained quite legally.
Oh, you misunderstand me, Baron von.
I think not. In any case, the basement is not public territory, and its contents are, therefore, none of your concern.
Of course, I do apologize.
As a guest of this club, the why you are a guest of this club is a mystery to me. But as a guest, perhaps you should limit your prowling and sniffing to areas which you are offered openly by those who belong here.
You're so right.
He's a nice guy. Everybody likes him.
I think I've pumped that particular well dry.
Right. I don't really know where I want to go right now. Let's go back there. Oh, I really don't remember this game that well at all. Yeah, I think he needs a hug. That's what I think his problem is. Okay, I knew where I needed to go, and I think I missed something really basic and obvious.
Baron Friedrich von Glauer, who lives in the Perlacher district.
Yep. Now that I've got his address, maybe it'll show up on the map. Yep. There we go.
Entschuldigung, Baron. Gabriel Knight ist hier, Sie zu sehen.
Lassen Sie bitte ihn herein. Gabriel, what a pleasure to see you so soon. Bringen Sie uns bitte ein zweites Glas Wein.
Hope I'm not taking advantage of your kind invitation.
Well, my invitations are meant to be kept. Come, warm yourself. I hope you like wine. I got hooked on the grape when I lived in France.
It's fine, Baron.
Call me Friedrich.
All right.
Good. I like to have things settled.
He is definitely
You were going
much
to
nicer.
tell me how you found the club and about your hunting in America.
Oh, there must be more interesting subjects.
No doubt. You are a man who runs deep, I suspect.
On my off days.
I find nothing more stimulating than a new companion. A fresh mind with treasures to reap. New thoughts like rare birds uncovered and examined, one by one. It is only when people know each other well that they run out of things to say.
May we never be so cursed.
Yes. I'm sure that music means everything is fine.
That's a great mask.
I don't know what you
Mind if
mean.
I take a look?
Be my guest.
Interesting. Is it African?
No, Indian. I picked it up in Brazil.
Von Glauer says it's Indian.
Are you from Munich originally?
No, I was raised abroad. But both of my parents had deep Bavarian roots.
Really? Where abroad?
All over. France, England, South America, North America. I love to travel.
So tell me about your family.
The von Glovers? We are not nearly as old a line as the Ritters, I'm afraid.
Do you have a wife? Children?
Good God, no.
You sound like someone else I know.
I've been picking up on certain similarities between us. Do you have relatives? How fares the Ritter family tree?
I'm the last.
I too. I suppose all trees eventually stop bearing fruit.
How'd you end up here?
My circumstances were probably not much different than your own. I wanted to return to the land of my ancestors, and so I did. Which reminds me, you were going to tell me how the Ritter family ended up in America.
My grandfather. He left the family and went to New Orleans.
But you chose to return to the family. Why?
Shadow hunting.
If you want to know the truth, I didn't have a hell of a lot of choice.
Yes. I understand.
Tell me about the club.
I'd prefer it if you formed your own opinions. To be perfectly frank, I could use a fresh perspective. That's one reason why I invited you to join us.
How about telling me about the other club members?
Ah, my select few. You find them valuable friends once you get to know them.
Did most of them come to the club through you?
For the most part. Though occasionally, fate throws one into my lap.
I love your emotes, Kiss. I love them.
All of the men at the club are from wealthy German families, I gather.
Yes, but it's not quite that simple. I am a believer in self-determination.
Colors are good.
Each man at the club must also be personally accomplished and gifted.
Really?
Absolutely. For example, von Eigner owns one of Germany's biggest meat butchering plants, and he runs an elite private brewery. It's true he inherited the business, but he's expanded it a great deal.
A butchery? Huh. And the others?
Price is recognized as one of the best trial lawyers in Germany. He seems pleasant enough in person, but you would be surprised how vicious he can be in a courtroom.
And Henneman?
Is with the government. He has a prominent position and is an acknowledged contender for higher office.
Really? How high?
There have been newspaper reports that predicted the highest.
That would be convenient for his friends, wouldn't it?
Mm-hmm. Such men are an asset to everyone who knows them.
And Baron von Zell?
Von Zell's family owned the majority of stock of one of Munich's oldest banks.
And his own personal accomplishments?
Gar is A quite promising young man. He was always top of his class, the best at anything he did.
I keep picking up a past tense here.
You haven't seen him at his best. He's going through a rough spot lately, I'm afraid.
I'm sure that ominous music meant nothing.
There's something about the club I don't quite understand.
Yes?
I get the feeling you're not your average, ordinary hunting club.
No?
Well, that room in the basement, for instance.
I gather you've been exploring.
Well, the door was open.
It doesn't matter. You are right. Yes. The Königliche Bayerische Hofjagdloge is more than just a hunting club. We share certain philosophical beliefs as well.
I'm curious about these philosophical beliefs of yours. Can I talk you into enlighten me?
Are you really interested?
Yes.
I'm glad. You seem to be the sort of man who would appreciate our way of thinking. The men at the club and I, it is our desire to reconnect with our true physical nature.
Go on.
Think of it this way. What makes man different from any other species on this planet? Civilization, of course. Oh, it's not a bad thing, human society. But it has come at a terrible price. Through civilization, man has lost his physical self, his sensory power, his instinct, if you will. He became fat and lazy, a dulled, rusted blade.
And those are my good days.
Picture a beast in the woods. It is alert. It smells. It sees. It feels everything around it. It can tell where some other animal has passed days before, where food is to be found. It can sense danger. You put civilized man in the woods, and he's comparably deaf, dumb, and blind.
I hear you, but isn't some of that related to physical makeup? Our senses of smell and hearing aren't as sharp as those of wolves, for example.
That's just it. Surely man once had those abilities. As generations of city dwellers failed to use their most acute senses, genetically they started to fall away, the way limbs wither when not exercised. I believe we can hold this degeneration. And not only hold it, but recover that which was lost.
It's an interesting concept. Do you have any proof that such powers are recoverable?
Proof? I felt things myself. Keener hearing, sharper smells, but documentable proof? That is harder. To what extent we can recover these primal abilities?
You think?
And what some of those abilities might
I think he's just got an interesting belief system.
To find out.
You're very convincing, Friedrich. There's no doubt that the potential is fascinating. How does one go about trying to get back in touch with one's physical self? Does it have something to do with hunting?
You are right. That's part of it, yes. Man is, or was, a predator. But unfortunately, he was too smart for his own good. He figured out how to raise his prey in pens. Hunting helps us get back in touch with our predator soul.
Do you? get back in touch with your predator soul?
Some of us have been more successful at tapping into that than others.
So how has this philosophy affected the men in the club?
The men at the club are all excellent specimens who have used the philosophy to increase their success and power.
So your woods becomes corporate headquarters, your prey the competition.
Some of the technique can be applied, yes. When the senses are primed, one can pick up all sort of feedback that is normally lost in the haze.
Speaking hypothetically, do you think it would be possible to take this philosophy too far?
Funny that should occur to you so quickly. It hadn't occurred to me for the longest time. I hope not.
Gabe seems troubled by this discussion.
Have you ever heard of the Black Wolf?
What can you tell me about voodoo?
I'm so sorry.
It's all right.
Gunther! Würden Sie das bitte reinigen?
You barely got me.
Are you all right?
Yeah.
Danke. I feel so clumsy. Danke, Gunther. What was it you asked again?
I asked if you'd ever heard of the Black Wolf.
Of course, you did. I suppose you just startled me. These killings in the papers. They've really got me derailed.
Any particular reason?
People getting slaughtered. Children. In broad daylight. Nature can seem cruel, but it is orderly. It does not waste or torture. Not like this. And with the club espousing what we do, our philosophy does not support this kind of thing.
I'm sure that's true.
I apologize. It's just, I am concerned that we are not put in the best of light under these circumstances. To promote hunting when these atrocities in the papers. You must understand, the nature I promote is not a murderer. When a healthy beast kills, it takes only what it needs to survive, and it does so respectfully. It is only the man who is capable of such a pointless slaughter. I'll be glad when this has passed. I'm sure the other men feel the same way.
Plot twist is he's actually in the voodoo cult.
I'm not sure what else to say. Well, I hate to say it, but I should go.
It's been a rare pleasure.
Yeah. I've been kind of isolated over here myself.
I'll see you at the club tonight, won't I?
Oh, right.
And perhaps you'd like to come over for a drink after that? To give us a chance to talk some more about the others.
I'd like that. Thanks.
Well, when Gabriel wakes up one morning in that farmhouse and there is a dying chicken on the front yard, That's when we know there's a problem. Oh, you know what? I actually really thought that was the end of the day. And I'm really ready to get to the end of the day. Talking. There's actually quite a bit left to go on this day, and Orcswag has almost gotten his wish of a 3-hour stream, but I think I am ready to go. So I'm going to save up here. We have made a lot of progress. Save. Farm. Yeah, I hope you guys all had fun. I've been having fun reliving this game. It, again, has a really, really good storyline to it. And I enjoy it very much. So, thank you everybody for coming. Let's see. Who do we have who we can raid? Let's see who's on. Oh, looks like Penny's on. Maybe we can raid Penny. That would be nice. So again, yeah, thanks everybody for coming, and I will see you all next week. Ooh, yes, I want to be famous. Before we go, thank you, kiss and hugs. All right, like I said, thanks everybody for coming. See you guys next week.